It is 3 in the morning, or perhaps 4. I haven't looked at the clock on the wall, the one with the brass rim that hums more loudly than it used to. It doesn't matter much anymore, the specific hour. When you are 91, time stops being a line of neat little tick marks on a ruler. It becomes fluid, like water spreading across a floor. You wake up when the body says, "Wake up." You sleep when the mind grows too heavy to hold itself upright. So, I am awake. I am sitting in my chair. The green one, the velvet on the armrests, is worn completely flat, shiny and smooth where my palms have rested for 20 years, 30. I rub my thumb over the bald patch in the fabric, back and forth. It feels like the skin of an old peach, smooth, thin, fragile, just like my own hand. I wanted to tell you something. I had a thought lying in the dark before I came out here to sit. It felt heavy in my chest, a pressure that wasn't pain exactly, but a kind of urgency. A strange word to use at my age. Urgency implies speed. It implies that there is somewhere to get to. I have nowhere to get to. My world has shrunk to this room, this chair, the window with the curtain that never quite closes all the way. But the thought was there, and I felt I needed to say it out loud, even if just to the empty air, even if just to the dust motes floating in the light of the street lamp outside. I'm tired. I am always tired now. It is a deep, bone-weary feeling, like I've been carrying a heavy suitcase for 1,000 miles, and I haven't been allowed to set it down. My shoulders ache. My knees. Well, they are mostly just a memory of joints now. They creak. Listen. If I shift my weight, there. A sound like dry wood snapping. That is me. That is the vessel I live in. It is strange to be 91. You don't feel 91 inside. That is the great trick of it all, the great joke that nobody tells you until you are the punchline. Inside, in the place where the voice in your head lives, you are still 25. You are still looking for your keys. You are still wondering what you will be when you grow up. You are still waiting for the real life to start. I look at my hands resting on my lap. They are covered in spots, brown islands on a sea of translucent skin. The veins are like blue ropes, thick and twisting. I try to lift my index finger. It trembles, just a little, a vibration. I watch it, fascinated, as if it belongs to someone else. This hand once held a hammer. It once wrote letters with a fountain pen, pressing hard into the paper. It once smoothed the hair back from a forehead that was feverish. Now, it shakes when I reach for my tea. The tea is on the table beside me. Earl Grey. It's probably cold by now. I made it some time ago. I shuffled to the kitchen, the linoleum cold through my socks. I filled the kettle. I waited for the whistle, the ritual of it, the spoon clinking against the ceramic. I brought it here, set it down, and then I forgot to drink it. I drifted away. That happens often. I drift. I go back to places that don't exist anymore. Just now, while I was staring at the bookshelf in the shadows, I wasn't here. I was standing on a corner in 1954. It was raining. I could smell the wet wool of my coat. I could smell the exhaust of the buses and the scent of roasting chestnuts from a vendor. It was so real, the dampness on my face, the noise, the feeling of impatience checking my watch, waiting for someone. I don't remember who I was waiting for. A friend, a girl? It doesn't matter. What I remember is the impatience. That is the thing. That is the thing I wanted to tell you. I spent so much of my life waiting. I was always leaning forward, straining to see what was around the bend. When I was a boy, I wanted to be a man. When I was single, I wanted to be married. When I was working, I wanted the weekend. When it was Sunday night, I was already dreading Monday morning, living in the future. worrying about a meeting or a task that is now dust, completely forgotten by history. I rushed. We all rush. We walk fast. We drive fast. We talk fast. We eat fast, barely tasting the bread, just fueling the engine so we can get back to the rushing. And now, I am here. The rushing is over. The engine has stopped. And I am sitting in a quiet room at 4 in the morning, and the silence is so loud it rings in my ears. I look at the rug. It's a Persian pattern, faded reds and blues. I bought it with my wife 50 years ago. I remember the shop. It smelled of spice and old wool. We argued about the price. We worried about the money. We thought about how it would look to the guests we would invite over. We were concerned with the impression it would make. Now, she is gone. The guests are gone. The shop is gone. Even the building that shop was in is probably gone. All that is left is the rug, and me and my cold feet resting on it. And I see the pattern. Really see it. For the first time, maybe. I trace the little vines with my eyes, the way the blue thread weaves under the red, the imperfection in the corner where the weaver missed a stitch. It's beautiful. It is a masterpiece of labor and time. And for 50 years I walked over it without looking down. I walked over it to get to the door, to get to the phone, to get to the television. I missed it. I missed so much. There is a glass of water on the table next to the cold tea. The light from the street lamp catches the rim. It makes a small curved star of light on the coaster. I have been staring at that reflection for 10 minutes. It's mesmerizing. The physics of it. The way the light bends through the glass. The way the water holds the light. It is a miracle sitting right there on a coaster I got for free from an insurance company. If I could go back, people always ask that. If you could go back, what would you change? They expect you to say big things. I would have taken that job in London. I would have invested in that company. I would have written that book. No, not me. If I could go back, I would not change the events. I would change the tempo. I would stand in the kitchen, peeling an orange, and I would just peel the orange. I wouldn't be thinking about the bills on the counter. I wouldn't be rehearsing an argument in my head. I would feel the cold skin of the fruit. I would smell the spray of the zest. I would watch the juice run over my knuckles. I would be there, fully, in that tiny, sticky, fragrant moment. Because that is all there is. I know that now. I know it because everything else has been stripped away. The career is gone. The ambition is gone. The social standing is gone. The body is failing. And what remains? The sensation of the velvet under my thumb. The taste of the cold tea. I'm taking a sip now. It is bitter, strong, cold. It tastes like tannins and thyme. It is real. The sound of the heating pipes clanking in the walls. A metallic thud, thud, thud. Like the heartbeat of the house. These small things. These are the anchors. I remember a Tuesday, I don't know the year, maybe the late 70s. It was a nothing day. I came home from work. I was tired. I was irritable. My coat was wet. I walked in the door and I saw my wife sitting where I am sitting now. She was reading. She looked up and smiled. Just a quick, distracted smile before looking back at her page. I walked past her. I went to the kitchen. I got a drink. I went to the bedroom to change. I didn't stop. I didn't go to her. I didn't touch her shoulder. I didn't look at the way the lamplight caught the grey in her hair. I treated that moment as a hallway, just something to pass through to get to the next thing. Dinner, sleep, tomorrow. I would give everything I own, everything I have ever earned to be back in that hallway, to stop, to drop my briefcase, to walk over to the chair, to smell her perfume, lavender and something dusty like old paper, to kiss her forehead, To realize that that moment, that boring, ordinary grey Tuesday evening, was the peak of my life. It was the treasure, and I spent it like it was a penny. We think we have forever. That is the arrogance of the living. We think there is always another Tuesday, another breakfast, another chance to say the thing we mean to say. But the supply is limited, and you don't know the number. My chest feels tight again. Not pain, just a heaviness. The air in the room is cool. I can feel a draft coming from the window. It touches my cheek. It feels like a ghost's finger. I pull the blanket up higher. It's a knitted blanket, heavy, a patchwork of colours. Someone made this. Who? An aunt? My mother? I can't remember. That scares me sometimes. The holes in the memory. Whole years are gone. Faces are blurry. I try to conjure the face of my father, and I can only see a photograph I have in the album. I can't see him moving. I can't hear his voice. But I can remember the feeling of his hand on my shoulder. Heavy, warm, a firm grip. That the body remembers. The body keeps the score better than the mind. My legs are asleep. I need to move them, but it takes so much will. I look at my feet in the slippers. They look like distant objects at the end of a telescope. I wiggle my toes. I feel the friction of the wool. It's a comfort. I am alone here. I have been alone for a long time. Some days the silence is a friend. It wraps around me like a shawl. Other days, like today, it is heavy. It presses down. It asks questions. Who remembers you? What did you leave behind? But then the sun begins to shift. Look, over there on the wall, the grey is turning to a pale, bruised purple. The night is retreating. The dawn is coming. It happens every day, without fail. The world turns. The light returns. It doesn't care if I am watching. It doesn't care if I am 91 or 19. It just is. There is a peace in that. A terrible, beautiful peace. I'm small. I'm temporary. And this light on the wall is eternal. I wish I could tell you, whoever you are, wherever you are rushing to stop. Just for a minute. Look at your hand. Really look at it. Flex the fingers. Feel the miracle of the tendon pulling the bone. Feel the skin. Listen to the room you are in. The hum of the refrigerator. The traffic outside. The breathing of a dog or a partner or a child. Don't catalogue it. Don't judge it. Just let it enter you. Because this is it. This is the important thing. There is no grand finale. There is no great revelation waiting at the end of the marathon. The finish line is just stopping. The trophy is the memory of the wind on your face while you were running. I used to worry so much about what people thought of me. I worried about my suit. I worried about my lawn. I worried about saying the wrong thing at parties. I lay awake at night replaying conversations, agonizing over a clumsy sentence. Now, I sit here in my pajamas. My hair is thin. My teeth are mostly mine. And I don't care. The freedom of it is intoxicating. I am transparent. I'm a ghost in my own life. And finally, I'm free to just watch. I watch the dust. I watch the light. I feel the ache in my hip, and I greet it like an old neighbour. Hello, ache. You are still here. That means I am still here. I'm thirsty again. I reach for the cup. My hand shakes. The cup rattles against the saucer. Clink, clink. I lift it with two hands. The rim touches my lip. I sip, cold, bitter, but wet. It soothes the dry throat. I swallow. I feel it go down. I am alive. For a little while longer, I am here. I hope you are here too. Not just your body, not just the machine that moves you around. I hope you are here, behind the eyes, inside the chest. Don't wait until the chair is the only world you have. Don't wait until the heavy suitcase is put down for you because you can no longer carry it. Put it down now. Open it. Look at what's inside. The sun is coming up properly now. The purple is turning to orange, a sharp winter orange. It will be a cold day. I can see the frost on the window pane, ferns of ice, intricate, perfect. They will melt in an hour, but right now, they are masterpieces. I will sit here and watch them melt. That will be my job today. That will be my purpose, to witness the melting of the frost. It is enough. It has to be enough. I am getting tired again. The talking, even this quiet talking in my head. It takes energy. My eyelids feel heavy, like they are made of lead. The chin wants to drop to the chest. I might sleep a little, just a nap. But before I drift off, I want to remember the smell of rain on hot asphalt. That summer smell. Yes, I can smell it. And the sound of a screen door slamming shut. Whap, and the feeling of cold grass on bare feet. Yes, that's it. Just the grass, just the cool, green grass, and the quiet, the beautiful quiet.